welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's feeling great out there. Have a little show here for you. We did this last year, and now this is our update, our first update. So you know I love the top 100 videos, the top 50 videos that everyone's doing. Some are based on favorite cards, some are value based. I personally love watching both. Big fan of countdowns. Really just gives you great insight into, what people like. And I'm coming back from last year with my 50 worst cards in my collection based on value. We could call it bottom 50. I don't really like the ring that has. But yeah, these are all slabbed cards, just simply for tracking purposes. Otherwise, I'd just be showing you 50 turn your back on crack Bo Jackson cards, which would be a great video. But we're going to pick up where we left off a year ago. And yeah, so first off, we start things with this empty slab. And these days, this is $27.99. Show you the back. $27.99. And that's the non-member 75 business day turnaround. And honorable mention is equal to $27.99. This beautiful 1986 Fleer All-Stars Ricky, $27.99. So these two things cost the same exact amount. Now for this countdown, we're going way lower than that. And ironically, last year this was my honorable mention, which was the old $24.99 slab cost. But now we move on, and this was in my countdown last year. It has left my countdown because it's now too expensive for it. But this was number 17 last year. Now it's not even on the 50, partially because I've been pumping these twos a little too heavy, so I'm gonna have to ease up on that one. But this is now the bulk rate PSA price, and for the bulk rate, you still need to send in 20 cards to get your slab at $21.99. 20 slabs, that's like $440. They give you 96 business day turnaround, and you can only get that if you're in the club, which is $150. So you're down about $590 if you want to get that $22 slab. But now that we've taken care of that, let's get into the countdown here. At number 50, coming in at $16.99. Last year, this was number 27. This is down or up 23 spots. This Goldie gem just barely hung in there. We're now under 17. Goldie's career was not spectacular, but he had a long career in the business. He actually scouted Robin Yount. And this is not the last 1953 you're going to see in the countdown. Next up, number 49. First non-baseball to make it in. 10% of this year's countdown is non-baseball. This is, of course, the Menendez Murder Rookie. And Mark with the Air Revolutions. Woo. But yeah, so that's a sweet one. This was a gift from my wife. Love this card. So that was coming in at $49. Next up, we have new to the list. Cracking in is the Cobra. Whew. Ricky's teammate on the World Champion A's. They had some nice stuff in Cooperstown for Dave this year. And of course the nice 2 helped us get this bad boy on the list. Next we have, coming in at number 47, up 18 spots from last year, this amazing Ralph Kiner 1955 Bowman. Look at this beauty. It's moved 18 spots. That Indians. Shout out to my buddy Scott and Warren D. This was Connor's last card, of course. I always say he's looking like he's in a 50s sitcom, like the starting of a sitcom. This is like his character's introduction. Yeah, this is probably my favorite card of Ralph Kiner. He was the man. Shout out to Rev Steve. Yeah, I want to say maybe his 52 Wheaties or Red Heart might be better, but this one is freaking great. Next up, we have Louis Tiant, son of Havana. This Yankee card is sick. You know, Louis had a brief stint on the Yanks. This 79 up Burger King, by the way, was actually a pretty solid year, 79. It was definitely a better than average year for him. But yeah, I love this card. And that is number 46. Okay, next up at 45, Ken Holtzman. Look at this miscut, Franken-cut beauty. Shouts to Mangini, he was just showing some of these. And this just happens to be number 45 on my list of least valuable per VCP. Sandy Koufax, eat your heart out. As we know, Kenny was the winningest Jewish pitcher of all time. And I just love this. And, you know, he did not play for the Angels. Look at that miscut. Okay, next up. Oh, that went up 4 spots, by the way. Next up, 1964 batting leaders. Up 7 spots from 37 last year. Tommy Davis, alongside a few guys that are not too shabby. We're actually hitting a little 1964 stretch right now, believe it or not. Next we have the 1964 Giant Gunners, Willie Mays, Orlando Cepeda. I mean, we're showing Clementes and Aarons, and now we're showing Willie. I mean, come on. Cepeda, 2 of the most explosive batters in the majors. See? Really love that card, though. And this is, again, number 43 on the list, up 4 spots from last year. Next up is a absolute beauty coming in at 42. This Elston top stand-up. This is fresh off his MVP season. Yankee legend. And then to wrap up the first 10 is another Indians. Tommy John and Bob Chance rookie card. This bad boy's number 41. Also new to the list this year. We have to also give credit to the Dodgers legend, Dr. Frank Jobe, because he kind of is why Tommy John is so famous. Check out this little video over here. Okay, we are just moving here. So now coming in, number 40, this beauty Sadaharu O 1977 Calbee. This is just fantastic. This is Sadaharu cruising in the relief car after hitting 756. Such a fantastic moment. And they captured it, put it on cardboard. Shout out to Calbee. I love the Calbees. This one is averages $15.25 and is worth every penny. Next up, finally cracking into some Rickies. We've got 7 on the countdown this year, 10 last year. I think a big reason why a lot of these broke out of the threshold was his cards went up a little bit, unfortunately, because of his tragic passing. That happened literally after I released this video last year and before I released the second part, which was so weird, and it's just crazy that that's been a year almost. Love that card though. Next up 13 from last year, Steve Carlton, 72 Topps Traded. First ever Topps Traded card. Number 751. That was the first one of the subset. And a fun fact about Steve, he gave up Bo Jackson's first hit in 1986. And you know I only mention that because next up in the countdown is my man Bo. And this was 56 cents less than the Steve. New to the countdown, football card, the legend, Bo rookie. And this officially brought us under the $15 threshold. And now we have number 36. One of my favorite good twos, Eddie Murray rookie card. Never understand why this bad boy got the 2, but because of that, it is number 36 on my cards of least value. God, this thing's nice. My uncle told me a story about how he was a dick to my cousins when they were little. He wanted them to sign something and he wouldn't do it. You know, it's too bad. I was hoping it was a bad day. Try to be democratic about it, but you know, definitely lost a couple points because of that one. Next up, coming in at 35, Robin Yount, Hostess hand cut. I consider this his true rookie. I have no facts to back this. Just feels like this would be his true rookie. And as we know, this hobby is based on feelings. So look at that. Whew. Okay, now here's a special one. We're into number 34 on the list. This was at 34 last year. It is the only card that held its same spot. The value did drop a little bit, but it somehow balanced out amongst all these hot movers. Look at that. Tiffany, Niner. Obviously the 9 dropped this bad boy onto this list because somebody decided there was something about this that wasn't a 10. Thank you, whoever that was. Okay, next up, number 33. Up 10 spots from last year. 1963 Alston. His MVP year. Alston has so many great cards, and they're actually incredibly well priced. Which puts a few on my list this year again. Next up, returning from last year, but up 25 spots from number 7, now at number 32. The 1978 Nolan Ryan. This went from 575 to 1367. Value doubled, climbing 25 spots. I think it's because Darren from Return to Collecting had this on his intro. Now I don't think he shows his intros anymore, but when he used to. And then the 1973 Pete Rose, new to the list at number 31. Actually, 4 out of the 5 coming up are all new to the list. This beauty coming in at a clean 1324. Charlie Hustle. Shout out to my guy Rob Cash. Here we go, guys. We are now in the top 30 or bottom 30, depending how you like to see it. Another non-baseball. This is tennis. Yes, tennis made the cut. Michael Chang. He did to Reebok tennis what Jordan did to Nike basketball with these beauties. I showed those a few videos ago, the actual shoe. But yeah, Chang was the man. Brought straight fire to the game for a minute. Next up, number 29. My guy, another Yankee Ricky. Up 11 spots is this 1987 Donruss beauty. Number 28, new to the list. Oops. Look at this bad boy. This only cost $12.27. Yaz, Frank, Al, they dominated 67. Had a lot of good guys doing their thing. This one I love. Number 27, Juan Marichal, Dandy Domenicano. I love his 70s card. This was clocking in at a clean 12 on the nose. How could you go wrong with this bad boy? Great card. Next up, 1972, my boy Reginald Martinez Jackson. Love the 72 set. The helmet, the double lime green sleeves. Sweet card. And that's the end of the top 25, believe it or not. Whew. Okay, we have now cracked the halfway mark. We're into the top 25 worst cards based on value. Really love this card. This, I think, is the last Yankees Ricky in the countdown. 85 liters. Attaboy, Wade. Love this card. Next up, the 1969 Decal Edge Bob Gibson. Coming off the year of his life. 1.12 ERA. The guy went 22-9. Won the MVP. Had 13 shutouts. Love these Decal Edges. They're crazy affordable. This bad boy is like $10.50. Love the blue faux sig on there, popping off the black and white. Next up, 1970, 69 National League home run leaders. These multiplayer cards are always a good deal. 3 legends. I mean, Lee May might not be a legend, but he put up a hell of a career. Very solid. 3-time All-Star. Single digits in MVP voting multiple times. 350 bombs. 38 of which in 69. Next up, my only non-sports in the 2025 countdown this year. Look at this thing. Arguably the best of this 55 card set. This is the I Don't Like What You Said Fella in the King Kong Donruss, 1965. Part of the puzzle on the back. I was actually chatting with my buddy Mookie when I was bidding on this one 3 or 4 months ago. This is what happens when you burn down a little too much and start scrolling eBay for good twos. Next up, 1960 Topps Mound Magicians. We are officially in single digit value with this one. Last year single digits was round 14. Now it's 21. Most will see Spawn here, but you know, Lou was definitely legit. Bob was aight. Really cool card. We are now cracking the top 20 with this 1990 John Smoltz photo of Tom Glavine, Donruss MVP. Since, you know, we're talking about some aight pitchers, this is a classic. Both legendary Braves. This little schmutz and things. I don't know if really what got it to a 2, but I'll take it at $9.95. This one actually went up 7 spots from last year. Next up, new to the countdown, 1988 Chef Boyardee Beast. Tony Gwynn card. Whew. Chef Boyardees there's some really good ones. Everyone's favorite canned pasta product. Founded in Cleveland, by the way. Boyardee from the CLE. Shout out to Warren. Next up, 1977. Mike Schmidt. Dairy Isle disc. I'm a huge ice cream guy, so I love these. Love the oversized Schmidt. Coming in at number 17 is a fantastic Ricky card. I love this one. This is up 11 spots from last year. The blue borders on these AL Finest, I love. The standard ones have the red, which are super cool too, but the blue is just sick. Then we have, at number 16, the 1980 Topps George Brett. Sweet card. George's SIG on there is so good. George literally destroyed everybody in 1980. MVP, Silver Slugger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stats, 6 stats. Led the league. Love that card. Okay, we're getting into 15. Ooh, this slid around a little bit. Okay, we're getting into 15. This is 1969 OPC decal Louis Tiant. As you could see, OPC didn't have the little thing on the back, the little stamp info. This was actually my number 10 card last year, number 15 this year. Beauty. Next up, new to the list, 1959 Bobby Richardson. Red-backed beauty. And a 3. And crazy enough, the very next card on the list is another 1959 red-backed beauty, Hank Bauer. And this one comes in at $8.50, whereas Bobby was $8.51. Literally 1 cent difference, according to VCP. This is an awesome one. I love this card. Hank was the man in many, many ways. Awesome guy. And now, just when you thought we were done with oversized Mike Schmitz, we've got the Burger King 1986 All-Pro. Chris Sandwich, 99 cents. There was a time where I was throwing back Chris sandwiches. Not such a big fan of that anymore, but I ate a lot of them in my day. Mike Schmidt. My cousin who got denied the Eddie Murray I was talking about, Mike Schmidt's his number 1 favorite player. Shouts to him. And then now at number 11. This was my number 1 last year on the list, which is nuts. So it's up 11 spots, or up 10 spots. This was, there's still no data on 2s, but I just did the same math as last year. The PSA 4 6x'd. So I've 6x'd this one, and of course brought it down a bit and placed it at $7.01. Ricky, the GOAT. And here we go. We have now moved into the top 10 worst cards in my collection based on value. This 1978 Robin Yount coming in at a clean 7 flat. And yes, this is another Yount on the list. When guys keep popping up on this list, they're kind of telling me it's a slightly undervalued player, right? 1982 stickers, red border. This is new to the list. I picked this one up this year. Fantastic card. Look at this. It's like a Christmas tree. Red and green. I might have to hang this on my Christmas tree. Although, I already have a Ricky ornament. Maybe I need 2. Next up, 1958 Bazooka contest card. Here's this. This is why this one's crazy on the countdown. This one is down 23 spots. This thing plummeted in value. Topps Bloney. I mean, look how sweet this is. $5 a week you could win. A 17-inch, a big 17-inch Emerson, or a camp knife. This card moved 23 spots down towards my top card. The only mover that went in a dip. So, what does this tell you guys? The hobby's in a bubble? A bazooka bubble? This card is plummeting. Now's the time. Now's the time to buy this one. Next up, Vic Power 1958 Coming in at number 7. Shout out to my guy Lou. Vic was the man in so many ways. His cards are very affordable. This bad boy clocks in at about $6.50 in a 5 here. Look at that thing. Love this card. And number 6, up one spot from last year, the rookie card of the Bird Killer, Yankee legend, Expo legend, and Mariners too, Randy Johnson. Love this one. All right, guys, we have now cracked the top 5 and the $5 threshold. We have here the 1983 OPG Harold Baines, Hall of Fame legend. Gets quite a bit of heat for his status. I always like to bring up that he is known as the lowest bonus of any number 1 draft pick. My man Baines pulled in a 32K bonus. In his 22-year career, Harold Baines led the league in one stat one time, and that was 1984 slugging percentage. Did not yet happen when this card was out. Next up is the 1953 Connie Marrero, Cuban legend. Came to the Senators as a 39-year-old rookie. This dude was just the man, and his 53 is just so fantastic. 13th card of the set. This card is coming in at $4.25. How is that even possible? But it is. Love this card. Top 3. Next up, at $3.34, Mickey Mantle and about 30 other guys. The Yankees team card. I made that same joke last year, and I promise you I'm going to make it next year, because this is not leaving my top and or bottom 50 for a long time. Both of these are new to the countdown. 1993, also possibly the most modern card on the countdown. 93 Classic C3 Jeet. Found this beauty in a 2, which brought it down to $1.25. Holding strong. Jeet is literally 7 years old in this photo. He's at Kalamazoo Elementary School. Holy shit, this card's awesome. And now we have made it to the number 1 worst card in my entire collection. 1988 starting lineup, Patrick Ewing. This absolute beast of a card. Ewing started all 82 games in 88, averaged 20 points a game, 8 rebounds. This card, VCP has valued at $1 on the nose. So there it is, guys. My top 50 worst cards in my collection, if we were breaking it down by value. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a fantastic holiday. We will see you very soon. I'm going to put the little link here to last year's if you want to see that, if you have any interest. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.